On a quiet evening, Alex was wandering through the narrow alleys of the old city. He seemed nervous, trying to avoid the gaze of others, sneaking into the shadows and moving quickly from corner to corner. Everyone who saw him that night felt something strange about his behavior. He seemed to be watching everyone. On one of the narrow streets, he suddenly stopped, looked around cautiously, then approached a trash can and took out a small, mysterious object, quickly putting it in his pocket. Every night, Alex would return to the same place, repeating the same strange actions. He would leave behind small items or take others. The locals began to notice him and became concerned. Some thought he was a thief, while others suspected that he might be mentally unstable or planning something bad. One night, Emma, a curious resident, decided to quietly follow him to see what he was doing. She watched him from a distance as he continued his strange routine until he finally reached a deserted park at the end of the street. Emma stopped a few meters away, watching Alex carefully pull out the mysterious items he had been collecting for days and gently place them in an old box buried in the dirt. As she approached, Alex suddenly burst into tears. Emma could no longer hide and stepped forward to ask him why he was acting so strangely. When he saw her, he stared silently for a few moments before speaking in a trembling voice. "These were things that belonged to my little boy, who I lost a year ago in a tragic accident. I used to collect them every night because they reminded me of him. Every little toy, every piece of paper, they were all so valuable to us. I was trying to build a little memorial for him here, to keep his memory alive." Alex's strange behavior was simply his way of staying connected to the most precious person he had lost. When Emma understood why, she felt a deep sadness and sympathy for him, leaving behind all the doubts she had once had. The days passed after that night, and the relationship between Alex and Emma grew closer. Emma would come to the garden almost every night, bringing some flowers or small toys to put next to the box where Alex had buried his memories. The garden became a quiet place for them, where they would sit together and talk about the past, hope, and pain. Over time, Alex began to feel some comfort, and he found in Emma someone who understood him without judging him. She would sit beside him in silence when he needed silence, and talk to him when he felt the need to talk. One day when they were sitting on the usual bench, Alex said, "I never thought I would find someone who would understand me so deeply. I was lost, but you gave me hope again." Emma smiled and said to him gently, "We all carry some pain, Alex. But the most important thing is to find someone who shares this pain with us, who understands what we hide behind our actions." Over time, Alex began to slowly recover. He no longer felt the weight he carried every night, and he knew that the memories would always be in his heart, and that he no longer needed to collect things. On the last night Alex collected something from the alleys, he stopped at the park and took a deep breath. He put the last thing in the box and gently closed it, then said in a quiet voice, "It's time to move on, but I will never forget." Alex left the park that night with a new sense of peace, while Emma looked at him with pride. She knew she had helped someone on their difficult journey to recovery. Emma eventually remembered the phrase that had taught her the most important lesson of her life. Sometimes other people's actions may seem strange or suspicious, but there is often a deeper reason that we don't see. Empathy and understanding can help us see the pain that others carry in silence.